Understanding Repr, function in Python. Repr, evaluatable string representation of an object, can eval it, meaning it is a string representation that evaluates to a Python object. In other words, questions. Why do I get the double quotes when I do repr, x? I don't get them. When I do str, x. Why do I get foo when I do eval, foo, and not x, which is the object?
One. The result of repr, foo, is the string of foo. In your Python shell, the result of the expression is expressed as a representation too, so you're essentially seeing repr, foo. 2. Eval calculates the result of an expression. The result is always a value, such as a number, a string, or an object. Multiple variables can refer to the same value, as in x and y now refer to the same value. 3. I have no idea what you meant here. Can you post an example, and what you'd like to see?
The feedback you get on the interactive interpreter uses representing too. When you type in an expression, let it be expr, the interpreter basically does result equals expr, if result is not none-column print repr, result. So the second line in your example is formatting the string foo into the representation you want, foo. And then the interpreter creates the representation of that, leaving you with double quotes. Why when I combine %r with double quote and single quote escapes and print them out, it prints it the way I'd write it in my .py file but not the way I'd like to see it? I'm not sure what you're asking here. The text single and double quotes, when run through representing, includes escapes for one kind of quote. Of course it does, otherwise it wouldn't be a valid string literal by Python rules. That's precisely what you asked for by calling representing. Also note that the eval, repr, x equals x analogy isn't meant literal. It's an approximation and holds true for most, all, built-in types, but the main thing is that you get a fairly good idea of the type and logical value from looking at the representing output.
When you say, you are not passing foo to the baz function. Foo is just a name used to represent a value, in this case bar, and that value is passed to the baz function.
So the name x is attached to foo string. When you call for example repr x, the interpreter puts foo instead of x and then calls repr foo. Representing actually calls a magic method __repr__ of x, which gives the string containing the representation of the value foo assigned to x, so it returns foo inside the string resulting in foo. The idea of representing is to give a string which contains a series of symbols which we can type in the interpreter and get the same value which was sent as an argument to representing. When we call eval, foo, it's the same as we type foo in the interpreter. It says we directly type the contents of the outer string in the interpreter. If we call eval, foo, it's the same as we type foo in the interpreter. But there is no foo variable available and an exception is raised. Str is just the string representation of the object. Remember, x variable refers to foo, so this function returns string. String representation of integer 5 is 5. And string representation of string foo is the same string foo.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.